Alright, welcome back. So we are on my Xmaxx Ultimate. Both of them are here. The blue one's over there. The tires are not on it because it's on the original Xmaxx. But I have the green one here. This one I have not run. I've ran the blue one and people are asking for another running video. This one I did put the wide kit on because it's a kit I did have. But I haven't ran it. And there's a reason for it. The last video on the Ultimate, the Xmaxx Ultimates, were me calling Traxxas, and Traxxas sending out the optional gearing to me. I'm going to go ahead and install that today. Here's the standard gearing. This is a 46 tooth optional gearing that they send with the regular Xmaxx. And you can tell 6442, this is the hardened gearing. It's black in color. And basically not as sharp on the teeth. These teeth are a lot sharper. These seem a lot duller on the teeth, like they're cut off on the tip. So we are going to get these installed into both Xmaxx Ultimates today. Not only that, is we're going to be installing Max 6s into both of them as well. So this is something I showed previously. I have them all set up to go into these RCs, and like I've been showing, I know the wide kit will 100% need a Max 6 in it. You can get away with not running a Max 6 in a regular Xmaxx, but once you go to the wide kit, it doesn't have the air control needed, and the Max 6 is going to give us that air control. So we're going to get that put into this RC today as well. Traxxas did ship this out to me free of charge, and a lot of people were saying that the optional spur gear is now, listed on their website. And like I said, there's always discrepancies in the way the website was designed. It took me over to the standard Xmaxx to review everything that's in that, and the optional gearing was in that as well. So I think that's where the confusion was, and anytime there's confusion, Traxxas has always been a good company, and they always take care of everything that you have a concern with. And that's why I like Traxxas as a company. So, your local source for Traxxas. Here's a list of the closest Traxxas dealers in your area. Reckless Crew Hobbies, Tony's Hobbies, Pegasus Hobbies, Martin Hobbies, Relevation Hobbies. It's funny, that's in Montclair, that's Thousand Oaks, Upland, Baldwin Park, La Brea, Simi Valley. So Race Prep Hobbies in Simi Valley is a place I've been before. But that's the one I go to, Race Prep Hobbies in Simi Valley, when I need Traxxas specific dealers. That's all they sell there is Traxxas. So it's something good to know. Let's see, what was that other paper they sent? All shipping claims must be mailed to claims that tracker within 72 hours. Include invoice number, tracking, and pictures of damage of your claim. Description, spur gear, quantity 2. Customer PO, invoice number, date on 1/5. Ship from Traxxas to my hobby shop. Pretty cool. And that's another reason I haven't ran this car, is because this has the Traxxas connectors on it. And for me, I just don't do that. Not saying you can't run Traxxas connectors, because I know people that run adapters and that kind of stuff. It's just something I stopped years ago with the Traxxas connectors. Not because they were bad or I had issues with them. It's just finding batteries and putting connectors, these connectors on every battery. It doesn't work for every other RC I buy. And I gotta say, Traxxas is the one company that they don't drop a lot of new RC cars. So it seems other brands were, and I was buying other brands, and it was creating a big issue to where everything I was running adapters on it, and it just, for me, was not worth it. So I switched over originally to XT90s, and now I'm going to EC5s. So it's all preference. It's whatever you're going to want to run. We will have to get into the receiver box. The antenna is just going to kind of lay there for now. We're going to unplug channel 2. I don't unscrew those all the way, just back them off so that they stay with the ESC. And then I'm going to screw those back in just so I don't lose the screws. (8S) ESC, still under warranty because it has the connectors. So now I am going to unbolt this motor here in a minute because I got to get to the pins. But for now, we're going to just take off the spur gear cover. Got it upside down. Go ahead and pop these screws out. Pins out of here, because we'll have to replace that for the new gearing. This stuff is so light. You can see the grease in there, well lubricated. Everything's well lubed. I just take off everything in the back so I can get the pin out, because fumbling around with this, you can see the hardened gear, and it is a 54. which is way too much. I wish it would have been the 50 like the XRT. 50/20 works really good, so I wish they would have did that instead of the 18/54. But it is what it is. There we go. The hardened 54. See how the teeth are blunt and these are sharp? Way different look on the hardened gears from Traxxas. 6442. You can see the size difference. This gear actually fits inside the groove, the 46 tooth, and still has the blunt teeth on these gears. This bearing goes all the way forward. And you have the pin, the gear, and then the bearing. Same thing as the last one. It has a rough spot and a loose spot. Don't know why that is. Just loosen up the screws a little bit. Seems to be better. And it rolls better. So something has to be different with the plastic, because that's a different cover. Such a big gear. 2346. My bag of Traxxas gears right here. See, I have a 50 tooth. This is the gear I normally run, these 50 tooth gears. Here's a 50 tooth. $18.46 is slot E. almost no mesh. Yeah, we're going to straighten out the motor now. Perfect. There's a little slop in the aluminum and the plastic, so you can adjust mesh even with the pins in. Alright, that's good right there. That's all I can do. Now the next thing, we're going to go ahead and cut this battery bracket off. That'll allow our wires to go right to the ESC. I'm going to put some two-sided tape on this. There we go. So battery lines towards the receiver box, as close as you can get it to the motor. Making sure we have room for our antenna. Definitely make sure you put on your cover with your antenna on it before you secure it. Take our antenna back off. We're going to fish it through. Leaving slack in your wire. Count 2 channel 1s, so you're going to leave a space and then tuck that one back because this has 2 steerings. Making sure that your light is in the right spot. I don't have any Insta set for the glue, so I'm going to just tape it in place for a little bit. Just let that dry. Get our cover back on. This is my version of an XRT, but with the Xmaxx. And I always turn up the rear shocks. Actually, all the shocks go up a little bit. Usually to where I can get a finger in between it. And there we go. Now I'm going to bring the blue one over, repeat the process. Alright, so got the blue one out, and we're going to put in the 46. Alright, got that huge 54 out of there. Yep, nice and tight. So we got to back these off as well. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's like almost the exact same issues on both Xmaxxes. All three to be exact. that dry. And that's it. They're both set up exactly the same with Max 6 ESCs. Same gearing, 1846. Factory ESC with IC5s on it. This one's out. So both Xmaxx Ultimates are set up to go bash. So stay tuned for that video. We're going to run both of them and see how big of a difference does the wide kit actually make on an Xmaxx that's geared and set up properly. But there we go. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.